Hello everyone, this is Jason from Primetime Aquatics. In this video, it's a little bit different. It's not the video I plan to shoot. Lately on Fridays, I've been doing very short videos, quick money-saving tips, and we're going to continue to do those. In fact, we're going to come up with a series that I'm pretty excited about for Fridays. But in this video, I wanted to share something with you that I think is also important for those of us who are keeping fish. A couple days ago, something happened in the fish room, which we weren't planning on, and that is I came downstairs and I lost one of our large tinfoil barbs. And it got me thinking. A lot of people ask, hey, you've got these tinfoil barbs in a 150-gallon tank, a 4-foot 150. Why don't you move them to another tank? And what I've been saying now for a while is they're old tinfoil barbs, and the ballast shark that's in there, they stress pretty easily, and I wasn't comfortable moving them to someone else's fish room or possibly another tank where they would get stressed out, because I've done that with large fish like that before and it didn't work out well. So I've been a little bit hesitant to do that. Well, one of the tinfoil barbs passed on, which is a very sad thing, but it got me thinking. It's really cool, at least for me. I can go back and look at old videos and look at some of my old fish. And I would highly encourage you, even if you never post anything on social media, take pictures. Do videos of your fish. There are so many fish that I've forgotten I've even had, or fish that I knew I had the species, but I forgot just how magnificent they look in the tank. There have been aquascapes that I've looked at and I miss. In fact, two of the videos that I really enjoy the most are two videos I posted that probably have fewer views than any videos I've done, and that was how we turned our basement into a fish room. I'll post them in the description below if you want. In the upper right hand corner, you can take a look at those. Those videos were never meant to go on YouTube. They were done with an iPad that's got pretty bad resolution. The video's all shaky, but I look at those, and those are some of the few videos when I go back I actually look at, just because I want to see what the fish room was years ago, and it's really fun to see. So I highly encourage you, if you have an opportunity, take your phone out, record your fish, because years down the road, it's just something cool to reflect upon. One of the really interesting things that happens in our fish room, and I'm sure it happens in some of yours as well, is the privilege of watching life appear in your fish room and being able to keep those fish throughout the entire course of their life. In fact, I was just commenting in a response to one of the comments in one of our videos that one of the really cool things that we get to see is we get to see fish that they hatch from an egg, and you watch them progress through their life. They're these little hatchlings, and then they're these little juveniles, and they start to color up if they're cichlids, and it's super exciting to see. And pretty soon you see them start to assert themselves in the tank, and now they're maybe the boss of the tank. Maybe they are breeding themselves and leaving behind more offspring, and then over time you start to watch them as they age, and maybe they don't look as good as they used to. And when we do our fish room tours, sometimes some of the tanks, like, oh, this is a community tank for fish that are no longer part of a larger plan. Maybe they're too old to breed. Maybe they don't look so good anymore. Maybe they would be prone to being bullied if they were in other tanks. So we have these kind of retirement tanks in our fish room. And it's just interesting to see them go from the peak of their life, and then they have that slow decline. And then, of course, the sad part is when they pass on. But we have that honor and that privilege to see that process happen in our fish tanks, and I highly encourage you. And that's what this video is about. Record your tanks. Again, even if you never post them on YouTube, you never post them anywhere, at least you have a record of these awesome fish that have been in your fish room for years, and it's just something that you can look back on. So I wanted to share that with you. I'd love to hear from you in the comments section below. Is that something that you're doing? Is it something that you've thought about doing? I would go ahead and do it. We'll get back to our normal scheduled Friday programming next week, where we talk about more money-saving tips. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you're all doing well, and we'll see you in the next one.